Have you ever wondered how knowledge can be as powerful as an army? In today's episode of Historical Hidden Gems, we delve into one of the most mind-bending tales of how a single librarian managed to save an entire empire. Yes, you heard that right. A librarian. This is the story of the librarian who saved an empire. Don't scroll past, because what I'm about to share with you will completely change the way you see history. Let's wind the clock back to 1453, one of the most dramatic years in history. Constantinople, the capital of the Byzantine Empire, was under siege by the formidable Ottoman forces. Over 80,000 Ottoman soldiers, equipped with incredible firepower, including the massive cannon known as the Basilica, wanted to breach the city's defenses. Facing them, a dwindling Byzantine garrison of just 7,000 men. The odds couldn't have looked bleaker. The Byzantine Empire was on its last legs, but among its defenders was an unlikely hero, a librarian named Alexios Demetrios. Alexios wasn't your typical warrior. He wasn't a general, and he didn't carry a sword. What he had was a profound love for books and an astonishing grasp of ancient knowledge. In a library in the heart of the Hagia Sophia, Alexios spent his days cataloging, reading, and preserving ancient texts. When the Ottoman forces began their siege, Alexios knew the city couldn't survive based on brute strength alone, so he decided to weave his intellect into the tapestry of resistance. And what he did, well, it's probably why we're still talking about it. Alexios turned to the library's extensive collection of ancient Greek and Roman manuscripts. These weren't just books, they were repositories of forgotten knowledge about engineering, tactics, and even psychological warfare. Among these texts, Alexios rediscovered the works of Archimedes, a genius well known for his contributions to mathematics, mechanics, and military defenses. Archimedes had once designed ingenious war machines to defend the city of Syracuse from an ancient Roman attack. Using the detailed illustrations and notes in the manuscripts, Alexios crafted plans to replicate Archimedes' contraptions for Constantinople's desperate defense. But here's the kicker. Alexios didn't just follow Archimedes' designs, he improved them. He instructed the city's blacksmiths to construct harpoons based on descriptions found in the ancient texts. These massive harpoons were outfitted on the defensive walls of the city, acting like enormous crossbows. The Byzantines used these weapons to devastating effect, destroying Ottoman siege towers and causing chaos within their ranks. Some historians argue that these were a game changer during the siege. And that's not all. During his archival deep dives, Alexios stumbled across documents detailing how mirrors could focus sunlight to create severe burns. Yes, we're talking about the famed Archimedes heat ray, a concept so bizarre that it straddles the line between myth and miracle. Did Alexios direct the Byzantines to assemble mirrors for this purpose? We can't say for sure, but local legends and Byzantine accounts suggest that something extraordinarily bright and fiery thwarted Ottoman attacks more than once. But Alexios didn't just tackle the siege militarily. He also realized that information was as powerful as weaponry. In one brilliant turn of events, Alexios cleverly manipulated communication lines. He had spies spread a false rumor that Venetian reinforcements were on their way to break the Ottoman siege. This psychological tactic sowed uncertainty among the Ottoman forces, slowing their operations and creating a pause in their relentless assault. This small window of delay allowed the Byzantines to regroup and fortify weak points in their defenses. As brilliant as Alexios' actions were, Constantinople was ultimately overwhelmed by the sheer might of the Ottoman Empire. And on May 29, 1453, the city fell. But here's what's often overlooked. Alexios created ripples that impacted more than just that fateful siege. Many of the texts he preserved were spirited away by scholarly refugees who fled to Western Europe following the fall of the city, sparking what we now know as the Renaissance. Yes, this librarian, in a roundabout way, helped light the intellectual fire that would eventually burn across Europe. What's particularly intriguing is how little we know about this enigmatic figure. While many Byzantine chronicles praise the invaluable contributions of unnamed intellectuals during the siege, Alexios's name is almost entirely lost to history, buried under layers of time and forgotten struggles. But fragments remain in letters and oral histories passed down by Byzantine descendants, painting Alexios as a man with unparalleled intellect and ingenuity. The story of Alexios raises an important question. How many other unsung scholars and thinkers have shaped the course of human history, but are now mere footnotes in time? Every invention, every idea, every decision starts somewhere, often in the unlikeliest of places, from the unlikeliest of people. And that's why stories like Alexios's are so vital. They remind us that even in the darkest hours, knowledge has the power to illuminate, to innovate, and yes, to save. Reflecting on the librarian-turned-innovator's story today, I can't help but marvel at the courage and resourcefulness of people who make the impossible possible. What Alexios did was nothing short of legendary, and yet his story reminds us that no act of preservation, no moment of brilliance, is ever truly forgotten. Hidden in the cracks of history, they wait. They wait for someone like you to rediscover them and give them new life. So the next time you visit a library, pause for a moment. You're walking among treasures. Maybe right now, there's another Alexios busy at work, ready to change the future in ways we can't yet comprehend. This has been Historical Hidden Gems, unveiling yet another ripple in time. Like what you heard, share this story with someone who could use a historical hero today. Because who knows, maybe the hero of our next episode could be you.